Hey everybody, this is Play King Gamer. Welcome back to Let's Play No More Heroes 2. In the last part, after doing God knows how much off-screening, finally, and I mean finally, I was able to clear out Ryan's last strength training stage after 20 attempts. And after finally getting that done, I basically am now in a supermarket where we basically went through an onslaught of enemies. We're now inside the grocery store, and now we're about to head up the flight of stairs to take on the 4th ranked assassin. And I'm telling you, I am looking forward to this fight because, as I said in the last part, we're now at the point of the game where the bosses, the remaining bosses in this game, this is where things start to get good. So here we go. We're just going to jump right into it to face off against the 4th ranked assassin.
You know this song?
Nope.
How tragic. Then let me teach you. How beautiful.
Okay, yeah. So now we're... Okay, thank God. Thanks for sure. Okay. Okay. So this is our 4th ranked assassin, Margaret Moonlight, who, yes, if you can't tell by the voice, that is Tara Strong. I think Margaret is essentially Twilight Sparkle if she essentially decided to go goth, and then basically borrowed Ruby's Crescent Rose and duplicated it. So yeah, so Margaret Moonlight is essentially the Grim Reaper who has twin scythes with rifles on the ends of them. And you can't talk about Margaret without talking about her boss theme, Philistine, which essentially highlights Margaret's entire character, on top of it being catchy as hell. So basically, Philistine's backstory is essentially Margaret explaining that she basically sees herself as the Grim Reaper and basically kills those who are considered sinners, and saying that Travis's actions are far from heroic. So basically, the boss theme itself is directly insulting Travis's motivation for revenge. I wish we could be able to play the full song, and I hope I don't get copyright thing for this. But yeah, many people claim that Margaret's boss is one of the best bosses in the series, as well having one of the best boss themes in the whole game. Alright, like I said, I'm doing so much... Okay, we just hit the air, whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, this boss is incredibly fun, and we have a flip kick on top of that. I've always wanted to ask like Tara Strong what it was like to voice Margaret, because I'm sure it was a lot of fun. But yeah, this last strength training has come to good use, because now we've basically officially killed Margaret.
Riveting melody, isn't it?
Catchy as hell.
Did you memorize the song?
100%.
That is so sublime.
Yeah, a somber way to end the fight. Margaret dead. Her full name is Margaret Moonlight, but obviously they couldn't fit the entire last name onto the screen. But yeah. So basically now, this is... Yeah.
One more down.
3 to go.
There's also one other thing I want to mention this fight, is that when we were in the supermarket, we were fighting a bunch of goons during sunset, but by the time we get to the top of the rooftop and we face off against Margaret, it's nighttime. So this fight is very atmospheric, and I know I kind of like went through it very easy, and obviously we're playing on the easiest difficulty, but this fight is a ton of fun. Although Margaret can get a little trigger happy with the sniper rifle when you're firing from range, but overall, the Margaret fight is so much fun. It is incredibly enjoyable, and the boss theme itself, as I said, is not only catchy as hell, but it's a theme that directly insults Travis. And even by the end of the fight, even killing Margaret, the whole feeling just feels somber. Like, because we're now getting to the point of the game where especially starting from the Ryuji fight, Travis is starting to have his doubts as a lifestyle as an assassin, as it just feels very sombering. Because we're now starting to get to the point in the game where Travis is really starting to question his lifestyle as an assassin.
Hello, it's me. I've set up the next ranked battle. Check the map. The top 3 are pretty tough. Just try not to die, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the mostly back-talking Travis is now starting to becoming a little bit more somber now. Alright, I just gotta see, do we have any, let's see, no. Alright, so first order of business, I want to stop by Ryan's gym just to be absolutely sure. Alright. I don't believe we have to come back here ever again since we're now fully powerful and fully stocked up. You can't get any stronger, Travis. Look at those muscles. More powerful than a locomotive. You know, I take a ride on that train. So yeah. So now officially, we don't have to come back to Ryan's gym ever again. So that means I could possibly breeze through these last 3 assassins. Alright, let's stop by Area 51 just to see what's available. I'm probably going to have to do some off-screen to try to buy whatever is left in there. So let's just see what's at Airport 51 and see if there's any outfits I can bring to this next ranked assassin fight. And see how much we can bang this out. Alright. A lot of it is 2,000. Wait, go back. Back. I like this one, so we're gonna buy this shirt. Alright, anything else? Or is that... I don't know. You could give me something good. Dancing cats. Anything else that's worth interesting to buy? I think that one. Yeah, I like that shirt. Okay. But yeah, we had over 500,000. Oh, yeah. This is where that space minigame is really starting to pay off for me. So we're just gonna buy the all-blue outfits.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be doing some off-screen to buy the rest of the stuff, but yeah, I really do like these outfits because I think there's more of an incentivized reason to want to get them compared to like the first game, if I'm being honest. I think also it also saves time that you don't have to constantly backtrack everywhere. Alright. Peace. Alright. So now that we took care of that, let's head over and let's just get to the 3rd ranked assassin. Alright. Yeah, so from one assassin boss fight to another, let's get to it. Alright, this is probably gonna kick my ass because now we're heading to the road. Oh, we're driving. Okay, well that was stupid. Oh, now we have... Okay. Okay, so now we're back to the bike controls that we had from the Ryuji fight. Alright. Okay, why is the brake? Yeah, so the bike controls are a lot more fun to play as when, obviously, you're actually driving and you're not trying to use it for, you know, a boss fight like the Ryuji fight. Oh, I see. Okay, so it just automatically snaps you onto the other road. Okay, and your speed also helps out with... Oh. Okay, well, what was the point of that?
Santa Destroy is a magnet for the bizarre. There are things I still don't understand. It is a melting pot, not only of cultures and people, but even space and time. Did the hero survive? If you know, could you tell me?
I mean, you're not wrong about Santa Destroy attracting, like, the supernatural in the melting pot. I mean, considering that we've had to fight ghosts, robots, two cyborgs that can fire lasers out of their crotch, dragons, agons, the Grim Reaper, essentially, like, there's just a lot of things that could count for that. Is this crashing into things, or is there like a point to this? Like I said, it's been 13 years since I last played this game, and I wasn't smart enough to look at what I'm supposed to be doing ahead of time. Is there any consequences for me, like, just crashing into things? Okay, well, I see a UFO type of thing, so I'm obviously on the right track. Oh! Shit. I probably should have saved if I knew that this game was going to jump me right into the next boss.
You've got to be.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Spaceship Vault to Mother. Do you copy? Please respond. Spaceship Vault to Mother. Looks like I've been followed by an American. This is Captain Vladimir, entering emergency attack mode. Requesting backup for Volk. Transmitting present coordinates now.
Huh? Oh, fuck!
No kidding!
What the hell? I gotta fight a whole fucking space program now?
Attack unsuccessful. Reacquire target and eliminate enemy.
Yeah, so this is our third ranked assassin, Captain Vladimir, who I found out is also the voice actor for Million Gunman is Paul Aiding. That's who it was. So basically, fighting Captain Vladimir, he'll basically fight by basically throwing rocks at you. He also has a barrier in front of him, so you can't exactly attack him head on. You have to try to hit him when he's behind, if he can let you get the chance. And he'll also fire lasers in front of you, so you have to get behind him in order to do damage to him. And then there's also his boss theme, which I believe is called Outer Rim. It definitely fits Captain Vladimir himself. But yeah, he essentially is a sort of a Russian astronaut that basically flies, and teleports everywhere. It's still a fun and engaging fight, even though we're just starting out, and I'm obviously doing a piss-poor job at it. So you just gotta be ready to dodge the rocks and not get hit like an idiot like I did. You just gotta have a little bit of patience because he will teleport. I mean, eventually as the boss theme does go along, you actually start to get into it a little more. I can't even get close to him.
Damn it.
Yeah, so... Jesus! Okay, I forgot he could do that. I had to give fire lasers if you're too far away, and I barely only took off 1 bar of his health. Okay. 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 Alright. No. Damn it! Okay, alright, well maybe that could actually help. So yeah, so it looks like that a lot of his attacks are fired from the space station from above. So now he's starting to basically rely on the lasers more instead of his rocks. Oh god. Oh yeah, there's also another little bit of detail with this boss that I really like. It's the fact that the more damage that Captain Vladimir takes, not only are the tentacles behind him, not only do they gradually disappear, but the sun actually rises as the fight goes along. And it's that attention to detail that makes this boss very memorable. Oh jeez. So yeah, like I said, like the fight started out like very dark black skies, but like now we're getting to the point where the skies are actually starting to like light up. We can actually start seeing the sun rising and the tentacles are disappearing.
What the fuck?
Oh yes, and I completely forgot. He can also fire that space station attack that he showed at the beginning of the cutscene. That is an instant KO. Well, this is the official first fail I had in No More Hero.
It's payback time.
Oh my god. So I gotta do the whole fight all over again, and I was so close to beating him that time too. All because I switched the damn beam katana. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to make that mistake again. So yeah, I completely forgot about that. And I've done usually a pretty good job with avoiding his attacks usually. Well, that one-hit KO move. And now the question is, am I going to be able to beat him in the next 4 minutes? Which, given that it takes a bit of tricky work to get close to Captain Vladimir, does take a little bit of work. But yeah, like all these attention to details with him, it makes this fight very, very entertaining and memorable. Okay. Alright, so I gotta be very careful this time. So I think there should be a tell when he's gonna be launching that giant laser. Okay. Like that? Okay, maybe not. Okay. Come on. He's almost down, almost down. Shit, not again. You gotta run the fuck away until it completely vanishes. Alright, so that was my mistake last time. Oh, and he throws a giant one on top of that. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. There we go. So yeah, so overall, despite my little hiccup there, Captain Vladimir is a very fun boss to fight against, with all these atmospheric moments of him, and we just stab him in the face afterwards. And we even destroy his space station on top of that.
Volk, my ship.
It's over, Captain.
This is Earth.
Yeah. Welcome home.
So, I'm finally back. After all this time. Fresh oxygen. Blue sky. Beautiful as I remember.
Glory to the Soviet Union.
That line hasn't aged that well. But yeah, Captain Vladimir, dead. So yeah, that was a pretty overall enjoyable fight.
You are now ranked 3rd.
Just leave him alone. Let him rest in peace.
We must dispose of the remains. It's policy.
Screw your policy. He's back with the Earth after who knows how long. You're not gonna suck him up with your damn vacuum.
So yeah, this is now the point of the game where Travis really starts to fight back with the UAA's way of killing. And we even see that it's possible that Captain Vladimir is possibly a ghost, given how his body completely disappears compared to what we just saw near the end of that cutscene. But yeah, we're now really starting to get to the point where Travis is now becoming more aware of the brutality of the UAA. Okay, Ryuji, Margaret, and Captain Vladimir is essentially their deaths is where Travis is really starting to recognize the brutality of the UAA. Alright, let's just see if we can just get through this next cutscene. I highly doubt it. But we saved, and now I don't have to go through that again. So let's see if we can wrap this up. Can we go get through this in the next couple seconds? I don't think we can. And if we have to, I'll have to restart. So maybe I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye.